If you're wondering how video marketing can help your business, this is the episode for you. There are a lot of misconceptions out there about what types of videos you need to make. Or you might have heard of this strategy or this video approach or this social media campaign and think, ooh, maybe I should do that. But you've also tried a lot of things and they haven't worked like you hoped. There are approaches out there that have worked for someone, but then when other people try and do the same thing, it flops for them. So the program that I'm going to teach works for all businesses that meet certain criteria. This works for coaches and speakers. It works for consultants or authors. If you're a mentor or if you're a trainer of some type, or if your business comes with an educational component. Maybe you teach finance or investments, or maybe you have a software and people need to go through a lot of training to be able to use that software. So especially for coaches, speakers, and anything with an educational component, I'm going to teach you an approach to video marketing that will completely transform your business. Let's look at a few of the misunderstandings that business owners currently have about video and the type of video you need to create. Myth number one, I need to be entertaining to use video. Everyone wants to be charismatic. Everyone wants to be that person on stage with all the charisma and all the personality. But that's not how you started your business. That's not what made you successful, and we don't need to change that now. Think about when one of your clients or customers comes to you and they have a question. How do you respond? Do you switch into presentation mode? Do you become Mr. Charisma? Or do you just help them out? Are you good at being genuine and showing real care and concern? And can you really help them? Do you have the expertise to be able to answer their question and guide them through their problem? So if you can do that, then that's what I want you to do on video. I don't want you to change your personality. Myth number two, video only works for influencers or product-based businesses. Okay, so that would be true if there was only one approach to YouTube. Now, YouTube has multiple algorithms. They have multiple traffic sources. Now, if YouTube was a viral-only platform, then you would have to create something really entertaining or really sensational so that it would go viral. Or if you had a product like the Squatty Potty and you were willing to put a pooping unicorn in your video to try and promote your product, then maybe that approach would work for you. But the good news is there's another path that goes in a completely opposite direction, and YouTube is built for it. Now, I do have another episode where I go into much more detail about these two different paths. There is a formula and a path to get success going this way to generate ad revenue from YouTube and have videos go viral. But there's another pathway that is very predictable. I've used it for hundreds of businesses. I currently produce over 60 different YouTube channels that use this strategy successfully. Okay, so I'll link to another video up here that shows you the differences between those two paths. One great advantage that video has is if you use it right, it can be a trust-building, relationship-building experience instead of an annoyance or an interruption. So the problem that most marketers face is they put all their effort and energy into just the promo video side, and they leave out the other side. So they make this amazing promo video, and then they got to get people to watch it, so they do paid ads to just push that video in front of people. So you're interrupting them. That's not what they were intending to do, but you're forcing them to watch this ad in hopes that that'll generate leads, and in hopes that the person that's forced to watch the ad is even interested, that it's even your target audience. So the better approach that I teach so much is to start with a relationship building first and have it be content that's searchable. YouTube has an amazing search engine, and YouTube videos show up in Google search. YouTube videos are the #1 source of content that shows up in ChatGPT. So if you create the right type of YouTube video, it will pull in your target audience and build a relationship with them first before they see your promo video. Myth number three, making a video takes too much time. When you compare video to the other types of content, from an article to a podcast, yeah, video is more involved. You've got to make sure that you look right. I mean, you don't know if I'm wearing shorts or not, but I did trim my beard today. I did shower even though you can't smell. So where a video can take more time and effort for the setup and getting ready, if you do it right, a video can last for years. And so think about a sales call that you have. And oftentimes at the beginning of a call, you're finding out a lot about them and their business. they're finding out a lot about you. They might have some questions about your strategy. I'll just talk about me. So people often have questions about the leaf strategy that I teach, or how we go about it, what our services look like, how they can get their videos ranking at the top of YouTube. They have a lot of these questions, but I have a series of videos that people can watch prior to talking to me. And so when people have watched all of these videos, all their questions are answered. In fact, they see the vision, they understand what's possible for them, and then they reach out and schedule that call with me. So the time and effort it takes to film the right type of video, and the way that it can build a relationship, the way that it can answer questions and it can overcome objections, I think it makes up for the fact that, yeah, video takes more effort than audio alone or than written content. Video can also be repurposed. Now, I don't recommend taking a video that's meant for YouTube, meaning you follow all the right steps of the strategy to make sure it succeeds on YouTube, to take that video and just post it to LinkedIn or post it to Facebook. You're not going to get the same results there because you need a different type of content. You need to follow a different formula. But if you know the formula for LinkedIn and you can repackage that content, once it's filmed, you can package it however you want for the various platforms. Now, another secret is filming in batches. Guess how many episodes I'm filming today? I've blocked out my entire day, so it's a 9 to 5 day of filming. I'm filming 20 episodes, and each episode's like 10 minutes long. Now, for me, I'm currently launching 7 episodes every single week. So I've got a daily YouTube channel, but I only have to film once every 20 days. Several of my clients, they only launch 5 episodes a week, so they're filming every 4 weeks. Or several others of my clients only launch 1 episode a week. So when we have an effective filming day like this where we film 20 episodes, for them that lasts 20 weeks. So video takes more effort, and we know why we go through that effort, but you can really be efficient about it and strategic so you can create a lot of content in one sitting. The next thing that I want to discuss, and hopefully get you to kind of have a paradigm shift in your mind, is to separate your marketing videos into 2 types. So we've got a promo video and we've got a relationship building video. So if people find your relationship building video first, they don't feel like they're being sold to because you're not giving them a sales pitch. You're just answering their question. You're helping them. At the end of that video, you have a call to action. You give away a free gift, and they'll go to your website and they'll see your promo video. It makes for such a better experience. The type of leads that you generate are referral quality because they already trust you before they see what you promote. Okay, so with that context, imagine taking these relationship videos and making them evergreen. When you record this video, let's say you post it to YouTube. YouTube's one of the best places to post video, especially if you want it to be evergreen. Okay, imagine years later, this video is still pulling in people who've never heard of you before, sending people to your promo. So it's still a lead generator. So that's another value of video like this, is because there's a content platform that is searchable. YouTube has an amazing search engine. Platforms like LinkedIn or Facebook or Twitter, Instagram, they don't have content search engines. Hopefully that changes. Hopefully, like if LinkedIn today came out and launched a content search engine where you could actually type in a topic and find the different articles or videos on that topic, that would be amazing. We would start posting content there. In this new age of AI, that's why ChatGPT doesn't reference LinkedIn or Facebook. It's only loading content from YouTube or Wikipedia or Amazon. Okay, YouTube's the #1 content platform. So in order to be in a searchable platform like that, you've got to create video. How do I use video if I'm not a natural on camera? Well, none of us had a camera when we were in the womb. We didn't have experience. We didn't get to practice that. And most of us didn't have cameras in our childhood. I mean, children today do, right? They run around with their parents' phones, or we've got GoPros and lots of cameras. But in a business context, none of us have experience in doing that. We have to practice. If you look at some of the most successful businesses on video, or let's just take all of YouTube, look at the most successful YouTubers. Right now, the biggest YouTube channel is Mr. Beast. I'm a subscriber, okay? I enjoy his content. Have you seen his videos from when he started a decade ago? Those videos were awful, but he just worked at it. So every one of my clients, they start somewhere and they get better and better and better. And so you see them today and you're like, oh, wow. I don't know if I could do that, Nate. I don't think I could become your client because I can't be like that on camera. Well, just look at where they started. You can be like that. Let me give you another example. I like Harrison Ford. All right, so Indiana Jones, Star Wars, one of my favorite movies is The Fugitive. Okay, so Harrison Ford, he's a big A-list celebrity actor. Let's say I wanted to become an actor, which I don't. It would be kind of cool, but I don't really think about that or pursue that. If I wanted to become an actor and I was going to Google or ChatGPT trying to figure out some acting skills or how to present, this personality or this emotion in a believable way, let's say. Imagine if I found a video that wasn't Hollywood produced, but that was Harrison Ford just filming a selfie video. I understand that he has a home up in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. I don't know if it's his permanent home or a vacation home, but let's say he's at that home, Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and he just starts talking. He's like, all right, in my career, this is the advice that I wish I knew in the beginning that would really help me do, so it's not Hollywood produced, it's in his home, but think about me. If I really like Harrison Ford or I really want to become a better actor and I realize, wow, he's invited me into his home and he's just talking to the camera, sharing his advice. He's not presenting, he's not reading a script, he's just talking to me. That would be a super valuable video to me. So you don't need to have charisma and you don't need the acting skills. You don't need to be super dynamic. You don't need to change your personality. But here's some attributes that you do need. Like when you have a client or a customer that asks you a question, you don't obviously pull out a teleprompter or switch into presentation mode, but if you have care and concern, if you have an understanding of what they're asking or what challenge they're facing, and you can guide them, you have enough expertise that you can give them a helpful answer, that's what you need to be on camera. So if you can do that, if you have those attributes, you're going to be great on camera and you'll get used to it over time. How many videos do I need to start seeing a return on my investment? Most people think you just need one video that goes viral, and I'm going to challenge that and say don't even attempt that. Don't try to go viral. Don't try and create the Squatty Potty product video that had that pooping unicorn. Don't worry, you don't have to create that type of video. So if you're creating these relationship building videos that are answering questions, that are solving your ideal client's problems, you can create one video, put it on YouTube, have it show up in the top of YouTube search, have it show up in Google, have it show up on ChatGPT, and it will start to bring you in a trickle of leads. I mean, maybe it's just a few leads a month. So yeah, you can have success with just one, but when you build many, especially if there's many that are grouped together on a branch, I use a tree analogy a lot. So if you have a lot of videos on a similar topic, then you can start to be seen as the authority on that entire topic. In fact, many of my clients, as we film many dozens of videos on one branch, we end up dominating that entire branch. So depending on whether it's more appropriate for you to start aggressively and launch, say, 5 episodes every single week, or to start slower, and let's say you're just launching 1 episode a week, you'll start to get results even with just 1 episode a week. What is the real ROI of a video for a service-based business? Well, that depends on what you charge for your service. So if you have a $100 service or you have a $10,000 service, there's going to be a big difference in the results. So if you're talking about what's the ROI of a video for a service-based business, I'll just give you an example of Noelle Randall. She teaches real estate investing and she has a 6-month coaching program. At the end of 6 months, you'll have positive cash flow on at least 1 rental property. And she charges $10,000 for that whole program, all the coaching and everything involved and all the help needed to get you into that positive cash flow state. So it's $10,000. Now, she has videos on YouTube that are lead generators. So people that are asking how to do Airbnb real estate, they'll find her video. She'll teach them and educate them and answer their specific question. And they'll probably watch a few videos. And then she has a lead magnet. She gives away her book for free as long as they pay the shipping cost. Once people are at that stage, they then learn about her programs that she provides coaching and they can schedule a call with her. Now, typically when she gets 100 views on a video from search, she'll generate 10 leads. 10 people will get her book. And out of those 10 leads, she'll have 3 conversations. And out of those 3 conversations, 1 person will be a fit and will purchase her $10,000 coaching program. So that's a pretty awesome ROI to have 100 views turn into a $10,000 sale. Can one video really replace me on sales calls? Now, if you're selling something like that, a $10,000 program, no, a video cannot replace you on sales calls. But if you're selling a $25 item, yeah, a video can replace you. Now you still want to build a relationship first. So you have this how to answer the question type video first, and then you have a promo video. So after they've watched this video, you have a call to action to get a free gift. Noel gives away a free book, but you could give away a video or a download or something valuable that you can give away for free and has an easy delivery, an easy digital delivery ideally. They go to that landing page and now they're on your email list, and now they can see a promo video. So if they're on a page and you're selling something for $25, you've built a relationship and you will have a percentage of people that will purchase that from you. I know that from experience. I have a $17 mini course that people buy all the time without having any conversation with me. The biggest thing recently that I have sold without having a conversation is a course that I sell for $1,000. But anything above that, you have to have a conversation. So you build a relationship, you can lead them to promos and to offers for small things, but then extend an invitation to have that sales call. Now, you can filter out and make sure that you're only using your time for people that are qualified, for people that are really genuine and really interested, so that you're not wasting your time with people that just want to ask you a bunch of questions. You can use videos to answer all of those questions. The next topic I want to talk about is authority, or maybe you've heard of authority marketing. If you're serious about using video to grow your business, then you need to really master and understand what authority marketing is. Video is the tool, and authority is what makes it work. So I'm going to link to an episode right there. It's called What is Authority Marketing? You've got to watch that one next, again, if you want to leverage video to generate leads and grow your business. So go watch that video, What is Authority Marketing? I'll see you there.